Hello everyone, Eric Odell and Ilan Anditsky here from the product team of HPE AppPulse. Today we're talking about AppPulse Mobile and its new UI performance feature, HTTP Timeline. You know, 49% of mobile app users surveyed say they expect a mobile app to respond in 2 seconds or less, and they will delete a mobile app and find an alternative if it continues to perform slow. Now obviously this has some major implications for the mobile strategy of any business. So Ilan, how does AppPulse Mobile help with the UI performance?
Thanks, Eric. So let's start, Eric, by looking at the Fundex score. AppPulse Mobile provides you with a Fundex score, a single score for user experience. We see it's 81 out of 100. But the question is, how do we improve the Fundex score? So let's start here on the left. We see that 5 points were lost due to slow UI actions. So let's see how we can improve that. Let's double click here and get some more details on this one. So here at the center of the screen, we see a list of user actions that is basically prioritized by the business impact, by how many users were affected by the slow performance. But here we can see screen name and action name, including the specific name of the button that the user was pressing on. How do we do that? So AppPulse Mobile basically allows you to automatically identify all the user action names and buttons without doing any coding or tagging in the code. So once we wrap the app, we wrap the app with the AppPulse Mobile technology. It takes like a couple of minutes, and then we start seeing this data stream to our cloud environment. So when we look at the specific user action here, we see get stock quotes, right? It's an online banking application. There's another second one, and we see that 1,700 users were affected by this one, and it took almost 30 seconds, so bad performance. So what do we do? How do we fix that? Let's drill down here on this one. And again, we're not focusing on a specific instance. The last number was an average. So in this one, actually took 42 seconds, Eric. Would you believe that? 42 seconds. So let's understand exactly what happened here, right? So basically, we break down the user action to the different network requests that are being triggered by the user click, okay? So basically, when you click on something, yeah, you were trying to transfer money, but behind the scenes, a bunch of different network requests were executed at the same time, and some of them at different times. But at the end of the day, we care about those that are impacting the end user experience. When we look at the first one, and here at the bottom, we can see some information about the specific network request, HTTP response time, as well as first time to buffer, download size, upload size. But we see that this one was basically get account balance. It's relevant. We need to know the account balance. The second one that happened a couple of seconds afterwards was about transfer money. But then there were like 2 others that were irrelevant to the user experience. This is why we are focusing only on these 2. And then we have the dotted line, which represents the UI as finished loading on the user device. So basically with AppPulse Mobile, we're allowing you to understand what is the latency and what are the network requests that are being triggered by one user click with the context of the user action. Again, the user was trying to transfer money, but still we know what's impacting the end user experience and what is not, and we can focus on optimizing the slow response and the slow network request of the specific network request that is impacting the end user experience. And by doing that, we're improving the end user experience, and as a result, the Fundex score.
Well, Ilan, thank you for this demonstration of the UI performance and the HTTP timeline. And if you'd like to learn more about the UI performance offered by AppPulse Mobile, go to our website. Thank you for joining us.